Hi, I'm Max. I'm the creator behind Eat the Rich Art. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns, and I am on a prideful journey of making all of the pride flag as crochet plushies. I say all of the pride flags, like the most popular pride flags, basically, because if I was going to make all of the pride flags, that's hundreds, and that would be so much to do. So we're not doing that. This video is for the AROMANTICs and the ASEXUALs. I'm kind of combining you all into one video because the flags are fairly similar. There's a lot of white back and black and grey, just with other things mixed in. And also because we cross over quite a lot. I'm one of the arrows. I'm not quite like arrow, I'm like demi-romantic, like a little bit. And also like demisexual, like a little bit. So like I'm in there, but I'm not quite like there, you know what I mean? So, those two flags, this video, I'm rambling, by the way, I'm sorry, I do this. But yes, so I will be making some keychains, some keychainy bits. So that will be bees and whales. I'm also going to be making like my small, I can't think of the word I've been using. Just my patterns that I'm making every time, basically, which is the axolotl by Loretta's Loops and the Beans the Frog by the Girl Who Knots. So those two will also be added to the pile because I know you guys, you like frogs. I know you do, because we all do, and that's okay. Stereotypes can be true sometimes. So frogs being made, axolotls are being made, bees and whales are being made. I'm going to go do those. After I've told you the rest of my ideas, and then I'll be back with more things. But first I'm going to tell you the rest of the ideas. So obviously for this video combining two pride flags, right? I don't want to be making anything that's going to take me days and days to do, because I've got less time to film this one video because I want my pride series to be finished by the end of June, for reasons. So my thought was, if I focus on medium plushies rather than jumbo plushies, then I can do one of each and it's not taking over my entire existence, basically, because I do want to be crocheting things for me on the side alongside all of the pride stuff, is the plan. So yeah, my thought for the arrow and ace flags was I would like to make one each of my pride capybaras, because I've been making these all the time. It's my pattern, I love them, I want to market them because I want other people to love him as much as I do. Please buy him. He'll be available on my Ko-fi store. The actual plushies should be available on my Ko-fi store now, but the pattern will be available on the 1st of July, hopefully. Keep an eye on my Instagram for updates and I'll let you know if that is true. So Pride Cappy is one of them. A hoodie bear is also another one. I just love the way they look, guys, I'm sorry. But my thought was for arrow and ace flags, the sea slugs. They strike me as something with the vibe, you know, because they're just a little slug, they're just a little guy, like they're unbothered. I'm unbothered. I am a sea slug. I want to make sea slugs. So I'm going to make an arrow sea slug and an ace sea slug. How many times can I say sea slug before it just turns into noises? Not many, I don't think. I think we're already at the noise mark. Yeah, I'm done speaking for today. Oh dear. Right, okay. Sea slugs. And sharks. Sharks. Is garlic bread still a meme? Can I make a garlic bread? I might make like a jellycat garlic bread. I'll see if I can find a pattern. If I can't, then we won't, because I'm not... All of my creative juices were used on this guy. I've not got enough creative juices to come up with a jellycat garlic bread pattern of my own volition. But if I can find one, I'll do one. But yeah, sharks, I know, are popular. I know Norway is also popular, but I don't think I can make Norway into a pride plushie. Or is it Denmark? Which country are we taking over again, guys? I can't remember. Only people who are on Tumblr will know that reference. So yeah, those are the plans. Anyway, I'm going slightly insane. I'm so sorry. So sea slugs and sharks. I may also make some little like voodoo bunny style things, like patchwork kind of style bunnies. What other thought did I have? Some bugs. Might do some bugs. Yeah, there's a lot on my mind. What we'll actually make, you'll find out later in the video because I've not decided yet. But yeah, so that is the plan. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to go make keychains and then I'm going to come back and tell you what I've decided to do for the rest of the video, basically. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, we have returned with things. So, sorry, just a sec. Is my voice back now? I think it is. Right, we've got 2 whales. So this is lilac, white, silver and black in Yarn Smith Chanel Chunky. Not the most interesting colour names, but here we are. White on the bottom, 8mm eyes, like normal for my keychains. So that is the 2 very squishy whales. And then we also have 2 bees, and bees means hinds, and that is the asexual keychains done. So I need to make the other small but non-keychain plushies, so the frogs and the axolotls. I am also going to make a hoodie bear and a capybara, but I've decided, so I spoke about not being sure what patterns I wanted to do for this video, for the big patterns. So my thought was, I wanted to make the sea slug. I'm going to make the sea slug in both flags, so 1 in each flag. 1 in ace, 1 in arrow, right? And then, I need to check actually, did I say I was going to do both flags in one video? I did say I was going to do both flags in one video. Let me double check that on my calendar, right? Hang on. Right, this is a combined video, so I'm not going to ramble about things that aren't actually relevant to the video. Right, what I was saying, sea slugs. I'm going to make 1 in each flag, and then I'm going to make 1 big plush in the ace colours and 1 big plush in the arrow colours. So, I haven't decided what I want those to be yet. I was just looking at my plan and I've just got question marks next to those right now. So I will come back after I've made the other small things for this video and let you know what those are going to be. But I should probably show you the arrow keychains because I have finished them. I just wasn't sure if they were in this video or not. But yeah, so we have 2 arrow bees. This is apple green, celery, white, silver and black in Yarn Smith Chanel Chunky. And I love the way the apple green and the celery look together. It's just so cute. So that is the 2 bees. And then the 2 whales are in the same colours. I kind of wish that my whale pattern was 6 stripes so that you could get a bit more of the apple green in, but it's 5 and it looks better at 5. So I've left it at 5. And I still think it's cute. So that's fine. And that is all of the keychains for this video. So I'm going to go and make all of those frogs and axolotls now because I forgot that I've given myself double the work with this video. I probably should have split it into 2, but I don't want to because I've got my content plan until like August now and I don't want to mess it up. So I'll go do that and I will return. Right, I return and I have things. Full disclosure, this is the second time I've filmed this because I forgot that I've put these 2 flags in one video, so it just wouldn't have made sense for me to use the clips that I filmed. So I'm refilming it to combine them. Anyway, it's a good job I bulk made because the original plan wasn't to bulk make. Anyway, to start with, we have beans frogs in the arrow flag. So this is black, silver, white and lilac in Yarn Smith Chanel Chunky. you hear rustling in the background, it's because my cat is currently lying on top of a pile of paper and deciding to be annoyed about the fact that I'm talking in her presence. But yeah, this is Beans the Frog by the Girl Who Knots. He's adorable. He's free on her Instagram and available as a PDF for a small price on her website. So that's that guy. And then the same in this one, I used Yarn Smith Chenille again in all of the colours. It's apple green, celery, white, silver and black. So that was those guys. And then the next thing I did was the axolotls. Because of having a bit of a weird couple of weeks, I just bulk made axolotls this week. So I've done something new with the way I do some of them and how I implement the flags. And I will talk to you about that in a second while I show you it. But to start with, I made one each in just the full flag being the body. As you can see, I hadn't worked my rows out properly on the ace one, and I didn't realise until I closed the top of the head up that it looked a bit weird. So he has a massive grey belly, and I'm not sure why it turned out that way, because I counted the rows properly and everything, but it just didn't work out. So this is actually, it's the same white, silver and black in Yarn Smiths. In fact, that white is Parfait, and then the white on the flaps is Yarn Smiths, because I ran out of them at different times and got a yarn delivery, and it's been all over the place. And then this is, you'll notice, not the same purple as I've been using on everything else. This is mauve in Parfait Chunky because I had a scrap I wanted to get rid of, so I did. And that was that one. And then same colours as the frog, apple green, celery, white, silver, black. And then the flaps are white, same with this one, so that they didn't blend in with the rest of the colours. They still looked cute. I really like the way they've turned out. Then the next things I did was I did just a plain white body in each of them, except this time, instead of doing a white flap where it should be in the flag, I just took the flap that was the colour of the body out of the flag. So yeah, that's how that turned out. And then I went back to using lilac from Yarn Smiths for the flappy bits, because I don't like the way that the flaps turn out when I do them in Parfait. It's just too stiff, it's too big, it's too bulky. They look really nice and cute and round in the Yarn Smiths. So that's those two. And then the final one that I did for each flag was where I took one of the main colours of the flag out. So we have one in mauve and one in apple green, and then did the flaps in the rest of the flag colours. So white, silver and black for the ace flag, and then the lighter green, white, silver and black in the arrow flag. And I just really like the way that they're turned out. I think they're still a bit more subtle, but still clearly pridey if you know the flags. If you don't know the flags, it's just like a bit of an odd choice of colours. Especially this one, it's like, oh, it's just not as colourful on the flappy bits, but then they're still pride flags for people who want pride flags. And yeah, that is the things I have to show so far. So the things that are left are the sea slugs, one in each flag. Then I'm going to do an arrow shark and an ace patchwork / spooky dude. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to make the hoodie bears and the cappies first in each flag, and then while I'm doing that, work out which patterns I want to use for the shark and the spooky dude / patchwork guy. And then I will be back to show you things when I'm ready to show you things. Hello and welcome to the first heat wave of the year. I think we might have already had a heat wave. I don't know, it's 30 degrees. I'm going a bit insane. I dyed and cut my hair, so it looks nice. But yeah, so we have to show you, first of all, we have two pride capybaras. I've decided to go back to embroidering the eyes on the pride cappies, because then it's about 50-50 which ones have plastic eyes and which ones have embroidered eyes. I've got 9 in total. I have 5 with plastic, 4 with embroidered, so I think that's a good split. So we have the arrow one, which is lilac, white, silver, black for the flag, and vanilla fudge and rust for the body. I've embroidered the eyes in Yarn Smith Skinny Chenille DK, which is ended up quite nice to embroider with actually, because it gives me a little bit more control over where it goes than the chunky does, but it's still, the texture still blends in with the rest of the body, which is quite nice. So that's that guy. With this one we have apple green, celery, white, silver, black, and then the same vanilla fudge and rust and the skinny chenille DK. This pattern will be available for download, for purchase and download via my Ko-fi store on the 10th of July. So if you would like to make this guy, 10th of July is the day that that's dropping. I will post on my Instagram, both my store and my Instagram are linked in the description, so I'll post when they're available to peruse. If you check there right now, I have my Derpy Tiger pattern and my Fury Dragon head keychain pattern, so it's nice to finally have a non-IP pattern as well. I'm considering putting them on Etsy, but then so we'll see what happens with it. Then we have the Nux Hooks hoodie bears for this video. So I tried to do face shaping on this guy, but I was running a little low on the latte, so it's not turned out the best. This is latte for the body. This is all Yarn Smith Chenille Chunky. We have black, silver, white, lilac again, and then the skinny chenille DK for the nose. These are 12mm eyes, and he just looks adorable. The one change I make to the Nux Hooks pattern when I'm making my hoodie bears is I do add a little tail to them because I think it looks cute. So that's that guy, and then again we have the rust for the body on this one rather than the latte. I've been sort of doing 50-50 on that as well. So out of this ball of latte I remade the trans hoodie bear because I'd sold that at a previous market, and then he's in latte for the asexual one as well, and then I think it was the bi, or was it the lesbian and pan ones I did in the latte last time. It's two of the previous ones were also done in latte, so again we have sort of 50-50 of the capybaras that have got plastic and embroidered eyes, and then we have 50-50 of the hoodie bears, who's in latte, who's in rust. So this guy's in rust. Then we have apple green, celery, white, silver, black, and a little tail again. And again, the hood comes down. I did find a good way of doing these while I was bulk making them, because I've just got to a point with these videos where I was like, I just need to get everything that can be bulk made out of the way so I can just focus on the new patterns, because I need to get those done so that I can have a chance to test them and remake them before the market. But yeah, so I bulk made these and I discovered that it's actually a lot easier to not stuff the body when it tells you to wait until you've got the head high enough to put the eyes in, and then slide the hood all the way up the body to put it on, rather than trying to crochet with it around the neck, because that is a ball ache. It's really fiddly, so that's how I've been doing them to make it a bit easier, and that's been so much nicer on my hands to make them. So that is the two hoodie bears and the two cappies for this video. I have a sea slug on my hook currently, the ace one, so I need to make that one. I need to finish it. I need to make the arrow sea slug. Then I need to make a patchworky thing, spooky dude in the ace colours, and I'm going to make a shark in the arrow colours. So those are the things left to do for this video. Gonna go and do them. Hopefully, with it being a bank holiday today, I'll get a decent chunk through that today, which will be nice to have that out of the way so that I can test the patterns that need testing, and then we'll be well on our way to market stuff. Hopefully I will have plenty of time left after that then to tag things, because nothing is tagged yet. I'm doing great, guys. We're good. We're fine. So I'm going to go do those, and then I will be back to show you them once they're done. Right, hello, we're back, finally, and we're ready to finish the video off. So, to start with, I'm going to recap things we've made so far, and then I will get into the new items. So, going from small to big, actually, while I intro this, I'm gonna get all of the bags ready for all of these to be thrown back into, so that I can just pack them up and go pretty much. Don't get me wrong, oh sorry, don't get me wrong, most of it still needs tagging, but at least if it's all together in one bag, I can just write all of the tags out for the frogs and etc, etc. But yeah, so, oh, nearly there. Bags are ready, bags are done. So, from small to large. We started this video off making 2 whales in each colour. So we have 2 aromantic whales and 2 asexual whales. We did the same for bees. So we have 2 aromantic bees, 2 asexual bees. That was 8 keychains. At £4 each, that will be £32 worth of stock so far. Then the next thing we made was 2 Beans the Frogs in each colour. Those will be £6 each. So that's the £24 of stock. So we are at £56 of stock so far. Then the next things we made were 3 aromantic axolotls and 3 asexual axolotls. Those will be £8 each, so that's £48 worth of stock, which brings us up to a total of 104 so far. Then we have 2 hoodie bears, 1 of each colour. They will be £15 each, so we're 134. 2 capybaras, 1 in each colour. These will be £20 each, so that takes us up to 174. And then finally, the last things for this video. So these are the things you've not seen yet. I made 1 asexual sea slug. I can't remember who this pattern's by. It will be linked in the spreadsheet that's in the description. But for this one, I did the body colour purple, and then all of the monochrome colours as all of its little bits and bobs. I'm not sure on the eyes. We'll see if people like them. But yeah. And then for the arrow one, I've left the eyes off. It has a green and grey frill. The white's in there as the inside of the frill again, and it has the black on it. That's the antennae. And then the final things for this video, I made a star in the asexual flag colours. The plans changed quite a lot for this because with the heat being the level it was at the past few days, I just needed easy makes. I couldn't think straight. I didn't really want to try new patterns out, so we changed the plan from a spooky guy and a shark to a star buddy, who, again, I'm not sure on the smile, but we'll see whether people like it or not. I can take it off if it's not really selling. And then I made a mushy guy in the arrow colours, so his hat is the arrow colours, and then he has little green eyes and a bit of fluff on his face that got stuck under the eye. Whoops. But yeah, so that was the final week for this video, and that's where we got to. So we in total have, did I say 174? I think this is going to be £10, so that's 184. These guys are £9 usually, so that's 193. And then I think I'm going to charge probably £8 each for the sea slugs. So that's 16, which takes us up to £210 of stock in this video. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments which one was your favourite of the video. Yeah, I don't know what else I have to say for you to comment on. The secret emoji is going to be a snail or a slug or just any kind of bug. So comment a kind of bug emoji for this video. Follow me on Instagram and check out my Ko-fi store if you'd like to see if any of this will be available after my Pride markets. I think by the time this video goes up there might be some stuff on my Ko-fi, but it depends whether I get it up before I'm at Download Festival or not. We'll find out. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks. Yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hype if you can. All of those things really help me out as a channel. I'm trying to work my way to 100 subscribers this year, so if you would like to be part of the final 24 to push me towards my goal, as of recording this, that number may go up or down, I'm not sure, then it would be really appreciated. So yeah, press subscribe to join the Crochet Goblins, and yeah, that's everything we have. So thank you again for watching and have a nice day.